Alrighty. Let's get to it, man. Good times. Oh. Huh. Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay.
Don't eat the devil. They're all.
This just was on YouTube.
Yeah. On screen now.
And so it was tested.
You ever want to try a new look? Now's the time.
Every show. City up, Washington. And I'm here.
I stayed up all night and you didn't buy anything?
Me and CEO Lord standing in need of prayer. I'm here. And also Righteous Rage is here. Building a double R around here. Favorite podcaster. It's grassy, man. What's good with y'all? It's crazy out here. Yeah, and I spent time today last weekend.
Spider-Man.
You know, so that was fun. I watched the stream and I could see y'all front row just like living. Yeah, and I like how y'all left the chair for me too. Like right there was. So you should bother to ask about that till because like we were looking for seats, right? Because you know we got the front row seats, but it was quick left your seats. Was chair. You know, it was like sit. And then wasn't it like halfway through the show? I finally turned to the guy on the other side of it, and I was like, "It's like, it's yours." He's like, "They kind of invent John to the Miller Club of both stuff." Hey, well, man, I could have been Miller Club right now. That's all you have to do is read this book, right? But somebody put it there to like reserve the seat, so I didn't bother to.
Could have gotten a Bullet Club. Look at you guys fucking up.
But this is past weekend. It's a whole lot of fun. And that's just gonna be a beat, by the way. You know, over the years. Airbnb. For our non-collectors.
Avengers, with your help, we've managed to zero in on a major AIM research facility.
Let's take it out. You carpet bomb the area to soften it up, and everyone goes boots on the ground to do as much damage as we can. Jarvis, will you be able to cut off their network access?
Yes. Any
I've been
AIM
to
project done to
Airbnbs
destroy
with
on
the
the site
group
will
of
be
people and
gone
been like, they
forever.
don't even
Excellent.
want it.
This is our chance to hit Monica where it hurts, right in her
Mess with
precious
Airbnbs
research.
for that reason,
I'll
just
send my
because
best
it's
agents to
so
help keep local
sensitive
security
and, like,
busy.
you just
A
never
simple,
know.
direct plan.
It's so turning.
Jarvis, how hot do you think this area will be?
ChiLL's bombing run
Yeah,
probably won't damage AIM structure,
I've seen
but
it.
should help slow their security response somewhat.
What was in Harlem, and I knew I couldn't get turned down for that. My first New York trip,
I suggest a direct approach. Enter the facility through the main entrance.
I'm impressed AIM are able to mask facilities such as these from satellite detection.
I'm getting reports that our bombing run started some fires in the facility. Nothing big yet, but they'll spread.
I should be able to open the gate if you get to the terminal I've marked on your HUD.
right? Because
Best way into the facilities through the main entrance.
I've got a squad in the area to lend a hand.
Let's maybe like
the front door.
years ago, all of a sudden,
Avengers are on
place
their
just
way.
like feels weird. And as soon as I walked in, I felt like I
This is not going to end well for you.
Fun, we're getting there. Down the damn hallway. There's two black girls. This is also in Atlanta. Yeah, it was.
Oh, that's good shit.
It was really just like just listening to some music, right? And the playlist I was listening to, like, kind of like Jay-Z came on. And I was like, man, you like this too much. It's not too about it.
Didn't take AIM long at all to target you.
They were prepared, that's for sure.
What's the next morning?
Heads up. AIM sent a team to take you out, and not in a fun dinner and movie kind of way. We need to take care of them first. Send us their location.
Not over that in the time I was in here. Because, of course, I stopped the plane and took my phone out here. And all of a sudden, my notification just. And I'm like, what's going on? And it's like, it's the people, a lot of check marks tweeting about the.
That assassination team is not going anywhere.
Once you've taken care of them, AIM can kiss that
Chicken
project
man.
goodbye.
Chicken man.
There's the team. Nothing fancy. Let's bring them down hard. This is not the time to take chances.
AIM here, ready to fight.
That was the part that got me, right? Because I saw that, like I said, a lot of people were tweeting about it. And the point was, it was like me throwing
Here.
even as we're walking to the airport, conversation about jeans. It's right
Yeah,
because we
got him on the rope.
About, yeah, we talked about you moving out.
Enemy neutralized.
We have great conversations about
Nice
pockets and stuff there. So that's like, said you was like, basically my statement.
AIM assassin.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people were thinking,
Team are no longer a threat.
what I said in my statement was,
Good fighting with you.
Shine was fine. It has an unnecessarily bad reputation. But we got an unnecessarily bad rep.
It's not a bad song.
I'm just like, what is this? You said it was fun, right? But I've got people weighing in going, nah, man, this is the worst song he ever did. But then I had people going, nah, this is one of his top 5. And I'm like, whoa.
Whoa. Calm down.
Avengers.
Got a
So there's a
techno
lot of
song.
security in the area.
Let them come.
I'm fine.
It comes up in the playlist, and I guess I'm putting it on the whole playlist. Like, no, that's not the one for me, but no.
think to each their own. Like I think the first verse on that song is really good. Like I do think it's really good. That's and I think the beat is good.
I don't think the heat is the issue. If that was on some soul sample, people would be like, "This shit is hard." That's all it is. It's really just
I'm not a big fan of Sunshine.
Watch your backs out there.
I will just
Ain't
say
stepping
that
up their
I feel
game.
like Will is selling this thing short because I watched this thing happen in real time. Yeah, I was also watching other things that were going on this weekend, and my biggest takeaway from this trip is that this man is like the most fascinating person I know. He's like the most sexy fan of wrestling.
every day there's something happening. Every day. So I'm like, wait, that's Washington. Wait, what? Hold on a minute.
So the big thing was like right before we all went to bed, right? We were on Friday night, because it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, right? And then all of a sudden I'm like, did Questlove just respond to me? I was like, what the hell's going on? Why did Questlove just respond? And he tagged Jay-Z. And I think, didn't I say that night? I was like, would it be funny if Jay-Z like responded to that? But like, I didn't think he would. And then I go to bed, wake up the next morning out of bed. And Hove tweets so little.
Oh my god.
That if you're going to his page, you don't have to scroll to find tweets from 2017. That's how little Jay-Z tweets. And yet, for whatever reason,
Bro, we are home. Just what other podcast got Hov talking about? That's what I'm taking this. Hov was talking about Grapsody. Here, hey, he's listening right now. Shout out to Hov, JC. You're good go, Jay good go. Like, that's the
yeah, this tweet thing happened. I saw some other things in the midst of this trip, and I'm just like, this dude is the most fascinating shit I know. We get in, and we're sitting in our seats. Mike Bennett comes out and does his entrance. Everybody else is high fiving. Stop to give Will like the biggest hug. Yeah, I was like, yo, stop. I've known Mike Bennett for years. Like, we talked to Mike like before the show.
Will's been to like Mike and Maria's Thanksgiving one time. They love them some Will Washington, man.
I actually had to pass on it, and I'm sorry about that. You guys know that. I was.
Wow.
I've known Maria Canelis for 12 years. Like, I've known Maria Canelis a long time. and produced the podcast, the Mike and Maria in Wonderland. That was me. Somebody's wondering who's behind that. When they used to say, hey, during the show, when they'd be like, hey, our producer says blah, 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 I just got from our producer. I was present every episode, Mike, Maria, and Wonderland. So, she's known those two a really long time. The man behind the curtain.
Hey, they look interesting.
But the mystery was out there. Everybody's like, I'm looking at this producer. Can't figure this out. He's like, I really want to know. And this whole time he's been right here in your nose. He's in the game. Now a part of Grapsody, the hardest podcast sponsored by Jay-Z and Rocky.
Oh, wow.
Nice work, Avengers. The exit is below your current position. This one's
Unleash. Yes, we out here.
So it was
Oh, that's too funny.
Let's have some fun, yeah?
this, and that was a fun show. Good show. It's a good show. I like I felt like Atlanta has needed kind of that refresher of their indie scene for a while.
Incom's chatter indicates they're struggling to respond to our attack.
We've done everything we can.
We can send a card, to apologize. Dear evil mega corporation, sorry we destroyed your illegal data.
Something like Jonathan said, they have to be here to put that forward and do that. And
that's actually a good time to give a big shout out to AC Mack for winning the Independent Wrestling Championship last night. ATL people always come through rocking. That's a big, huge victory for AC Mack. He's an incredible talent. He's had a crazy run this last 2 or 3 years, and to finally get a payoff like this, winning the Independent Wrestling Championship, is incredible. I'm sure the match was great. It was against Alex Shelley, so that's a guaranteed banger. He did a great promo at the end where saying he's the first openly gay world champion in pro wrestling. There's a lot of ground being covered, a lot of things happening. Shout out to AC Mac.
Yeah, shout out to AC Mac.
My monitoring team detected a huge data burst.
So yeah, it was a
we need to take it down.
It's been a good indie wrestling week, and then they announced Terminus 2. I will say that we pretty much saw everybody. We got to see Faye and Shug for a little bit, and everybody who was around, got to say hi to him. We took a picture with George Chris. I would say I don't know how that man stayed hidden that whole time, but like Santana and Ortiz showed up at the very end to challenge Jonathan Gresham for Terminus 2.
That's gonna be fire. That's gonna be fire.
That was a show the entire time with the wrestlers, and then at the end, Jake Atlas came out. I know I was there the whole time. Like, where did Jake Atlas come from? I was there for like the last 10 seconds of this show. I'm like, they be hiding these wrestlers pretty incredible. Arenas or wherever they be, it's pretty great.
That was cool. That was a big surprise, and yeah. It's going to be a Terminus 2, and then it was also announced that Swerve's going to be a Terminus 2.
That's gonna be fire.
Yeah, a bunch of people asked me if I was going to be there, and there's so much travel coming up. That was not one I could squeeze in with.
Because right before is something going on.
Yeah, well, there's this right after is going on. Just right afterward. And yeah, this weekend, next weekend, we're gonna be at the Rumble. Like, like next Saturday, we'll have this because I'm being so close to being safe with us. Background stuff. Tomato. Bro, we were talking about a bit sweet. And I thought he should have COVID right now, and so everyone in my house has it. Remember? My kids. And
never went to tournament.
And went to the South where they don't mandate that people wear masks.
Yeah.
And everybody, I will say, it's good. My son's clear. My daughter's clear. They're both clear. My wife still hacking up. Nothing. I have tested multiple times. Even yesterday, I was like, it's kind of confused. Test. Hey, how did I just spread it? That's good. I'm not even testing positive. So I texted him. So I'm like, okay, I just got back from Atlanta. I was in a crowded place, wrestling fans, literally, as Phil just mentioned, people giving hugs. I'm like, okay. Not that I'm like, sick of myself. It's just more so looking at the circumstances. I don't see how I know.
I'm not in New York right now and having to stay forward because I don't want to get it. I know if I go there, I'm going to get it. So it's good to just stay.
And somehow though, I sleep next to my wife, and it's weird still because I don't know, it could be like old business and novels. He was the Addams Family, right? That was the first show ever where the main couple of the show didn't sleep in twin beds. Considered at the time, which is insane to think. 100 years ago on television, they were like, "Yeah, we can't have sleeping together." That's right. Insane.
Now there's barbed wire and pizza cutters can keep his head open.
This sends a message to Asia and their backup plans.
Jesus.
We've done everything we can here. Telling my people to head back.
For real this time.
Me too.
Right.
That felt good.
Let's start with the big topic because it broke right before the show. But the All is all elite wrestling. That was confirmed by Leo Wrestling for about 2 weeks now. Or like 2 weeks, honestly. Like the fact that a lot of people were wondering why the Dante Martin relationship just hasn't been referenced in a little while.
Nothing like carpet bombing AIM, smashing up their stuff to help a person feel like they've had a productive day.
You said it, Commander. Thanks again, everyone.
The more we hammer AIM's research, the weaker they'll get.
Works for me.
This was a big talking topic for many weeks, especially since he put out that tweet responding to Tony Khan, responding to Nick Swole. So it's been like...
And I saw it kind of like really come to a head when the artwork or not the artwork, but the promotional material for the Who We Are album was put out, and the original was about that.
Let me just say real quick, great project. I hate that these little things keep popping up to try to dampen our shine in any way. I'm having so much fun doing this. This is so great. When the shit
that's the other thing Phil could attest to. The one thing Phil could attest to was the track that I was waiting for to listen to after the show last week. You guys heard it. Because I received it during the show. Listened to it like nonstop. I was so pleased with how that turned out. First off, I was like, all right, on the plane, I downloaded the Eternals, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna watch this. And then I got like 10 minutes in, and I'm like, let me listen to this one time. And I listened to it on the plane, and then I listened to it again, and I probably listened to it like 20 times. And then we got in the real car, and I'm like, let me throw this on real quick.
You gotta see it. Look, I got thrown for a loop after last podcast. We talked about it. The song that I had done was done. And then after Montezi was here, after the podcast, he said, hey, that song, just kidding, that's the next one. Scrap that song. Brand new song, brand new beat, brand new thing. I was like, what am I going to do? Like, when it came in, I was like, no, I don't, like, Wretched Rich doesn't do this. So what am I going to do? Legit, I got a crazy fortune at the Express that was like, yo, so my Panda Express fortune told me to relax. My Panda Express fortune was like, yo, try some new things. And then I was like, you know what, you're right. And it worked out. Songs bangers was my room.
Yes. Wait, so I went go full circle to you going, hey, gotta re-record the song. Man, fell a little down in the dumps. Right, open that fortune cookie. Everything's gonna be all right, man. That's gotta be.
Oh, wow.
It's like, yo, maybe not.
That's crazy.
You can do this.
Hey, Doc. We heard you managed to locate one of AIM's main research facilities.
We have, Captain Rogers. We'd really appreciate it if the Avengers could help us take it down.
With pleasure, Doctor.
Yes.
Jarvis, were you
Don't
able
do that
to do
to
the
us,
thing?
man. We don't deserve
If
this.
by thing
But
you
that's
mean subtly
Fuck the Reds, what the
network activity to ensure any project data destroyed on site is deleted
That's
permanently.
terrible.
Yes.
Hill here. In addition, we'll carpet bomb the area before you arrive. It probably won't damage the structures much, but it should help soften AIM's security response.
I don't know if that had anything to do with
Proclamation from
anything.
the skies, Commander. I like your style.
It was. That just led to more speculation. I think he's heard all of it. Every time he had something to post, because everything he's been posting has been not related to all elite
Security will be tight. AIM might even have elite assassination teams on site. I've sent my best people to back you up, but be ready for
about his
anything.
music lately at AEW, so that again, speculation was great. And today he officially put out a statement that his contract is February 14th, I think he said.
Best way into the facilities through the main entrance.
I've got a squad in the area to lend a hand.
Let's kick down the front
He is no
door.
longer
Stand firm,
being part
Agent.
of
Avengers
AEW.
are on their way.
Now, speculation running wild, right? Because Leo was the
Now
first
it's a
person
party.
to make a statement against Tony Khan and the Big Swole scene. And his statement was basically he had Tony Khan there to apologize. And so there's a whole lot of theories going around, and then the next day he put out a
through the main
statement.
entrance.
Not
I've got a
necessarily
squad in the
backtracking
area
on
to
it,
lend
but
a
more
hand.
so.
Let's kick down the front door.
We said a lot of people saw it that way.
Avengers are on their way.
More so, I guess, offering his clarification on the statement. He talked about how he talked to Tony.
I almost feel bad for these guys.
That was
Almost.
that had a reaction, right? That had a big reaction from a lot of people in the space, in the Black wrestling Twitter space, in which some saw it as backing down, and everybody saw it as backing down from where he was the previous day. And so there's what the fuck is this? I think every time someone talks about what the fuck is he supposed to do, you dumb son of a bitch? I'm so like this situation is so like trying to like ACH and Leo Rush.
I hoped it would take longer for him to target him, marking their position on your HUD.
I don't really understand.
You're doing something right if AIM feels the need to take you on directly.
Your growth attitude's almost endearing.
I'll take a positive attitude any day of the week.
That shit's out the window. I don't care. I need my jokes. I need my jumps. I need this. What the fuck? To the side, bro. You can't advocate for one thing and then the next second do the thing that's goes against exactly what you're fucking advocating for. Yes.
You know, Rex mentioned that before the show, and that like really struck a chord with me, right? Because I
talked about having
The
mental health
assassination
issues.
team is
You're
still on
doing the thing that fucks with mental health issues. What are you thinking?
Gotta
Bro,
rework some of
relax, man. A lot of people are going through a lot of shit. These times are insane. Like, not only is it just like it's trying to focus and wrestle with the fucking rest of it. There's COVID, there's kids, there's life, there's wives, there's music, there's all kinds of things going on. We don't know anything that's happening. Before this tweet, they weren't super putting Leo Rush in all the positions that he should have been put in. After that tag match that they had,
They found you.
they should have been having him on Dynamite every week.
Battle is
That tag
not
match was
for the
incredible.
careful,
This
Doctor.
tag match is
Jesus, yes.
that needs to be in. This guy's a rapper, this guy's an actor, this guy's all these things. They didn't showcase none of it. They didn't tell us that Leo Rush was the guy. This isn't a big surprise because we've been wondering the whole time that
Got one.
fucking they doing this Leo Rush. But
Okay.
is so fucking helps. People are going through things. Fucking come back there all crazy and add on to the bullshit because it's fucking
At least have it down.
leave it alone if you got something to say. Take your fucking head and get out of my room. Just wait for 10 minutes. Yeah, you don't have to be the first one to get your shit on. I think we have to wait.
Aim target down. The team are no longer a threat.
He's still there. We don't know. We don't know.
Is it okay to collapse now?
We just don't know. There's so much. This is less than a month away from the initial debacle that started this. We just don't know. And so I think people jump to conclusions and going and stuff and people let go or it sounds like the kind of just biased.
Stay alert, Avengers. AIM still has a lot of security in the area.
So that's right. Of course, there's a lot of questions about that. How long was he even signed for in the first place?
And contract the scenes, from the outside, every contract in AEW is different. There isn't a base what they're doing with these guys. They might give a guy a contract for 2 weeks. They might give a guy a contract for 3 months. Might give a guy a contract for 3 years. It's different. Every situation is different. Leo Rush could have had a 6-month contract with Tony Khan's like, let's see what happened because
Do you think these AIM operatives think they're on the right side of history?
Never underestimate the power of a big paycheck, Doctor.
I think most of these folks are motivated by
We don't
ideology.
know exactly
Which
what
is even
happened.
more
And I
dangerous.
think where we have to
It's worth stating because I think people wanted that argument. Oh, well, that's now the big for contract. They and it's not like short contracts are not a thing at other places. It's pretty standard. We don't see it a lot at other places. And so I think that people are looking at that he doesn't do short contracts like this, then nobody does. That's just not true. But yeah, I just think that
much around it. There's so
Okay,
many
they look
different
interesting.
things.
Watch out for new tricks.
The tricks are all there now.
While you defeat everyone's forces, I will hack into their systems
But
and
I
destroy their
will
data.
say, I think it says a lot that the first person, when I see first person, the only person that we saw that really stood up to pull that big wave, not there, less than a player.
Nice work, Avengers.
And
The
I'll
exit is below your current position.
Yeah, why did I mean the first person that works there? Yeah. And so I think that says something. Now, of course, I'm not going to speculate into, what happened, but I do, that is the elephant in the room when you look at this. And I do think that the response to that tweet, the Tony Khan tweet, is that this is going to have long-lasting ramifications on, the perception of him with Black reference.
I'm making preparations to pull my people back. Feels like we've done what we set out to do. Thank you, Avengers. Commander.
You're welcome. And likewise, Doctor.
Nice work, people. We made a difference here today. Indeed.
How do you alleviate trust issues? And that's not to say that I believe that Leo has trust issues. We don't know that. The industry as a whole, whether it be people on Twitter or, what the perception of it is. There's a lot of uneasiness around it because he still hasn't addressed it in a way to alleviate that. It just worries me that from
My monitoring team detected a huge data burst.
It appears to be a weaponized net.
We need to take it down.
That's tough. You made a mistake. And instead of people, keeping energy on Tony and, also continuing to ask him to speak up on this issue, apologize, or however he wants to address it, it feels like people are now, taking that distrust of Black people that work there. And I don't feel like that's the answer. But people are just trying to do their job. For all we know, for all we know, Leo was just trying to remedy the situation until he was ready to make a decision on if he was going to resign. We just don't know. There's
there's a lot we don't know, and that's why I feel like coming at Leo's head is too much. Because
we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. Like I don't feel like
The foot phase vents are overheating.
in any position
Target
to make a judgment on anybody's reaction because people came at Hobbs and same deal that I had with Will Hobbs is that what we talked about 2 weeks ago was that great conference in time, yeah, it's the 27th. I had said at the time that the thing I would never do is discount anybody's experience, right? Like, I could never say from any perspective that school's experience was not the experience she had. That's really what I would want to do, that somebody's experience is their own experience. And on that same to then come at Hans, it's kind of the same thing. One on the best interest that, right? At least I feel like I would, in the same way that I would want to see,
its side
or
vents are
I would never
overheating.
want to say
Go
that
for
the school's experience was what it was, because I feel like that clearly is that she got her experience, and she got a response to that. That was essentially kind of a dismissal of her experience, and that same you would never want to say that Will Hobbs or John Dean or anybody that haven't had that experience because I've never had that experience. That's all either of them ever said. That I had the experience I've had and just on that. And to me it's like, okay, so you can't get mad at them for not having that other experience that the other person had. You say that is okay. That's how I feel about it anyway.
I think the thing for Leo is that I think the same exact thing happened in WWE. Essentially, I think that he thought there was going to be a drastic trade on the other side. I'm sure Sony console kept the stream different.
It's down for the moment.
What's interesting is, you know, I like Leo Russell, and so what, you know, I don't, and I say that as a viewer. I'm not Leo Russell, so I know people who know Leo Russell. They also have great things to say about it. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm just speaking as somebody who has watched Leo Russell again. So there is a sadness in me right now that's like, this is his last opportunity at like major promotion. This is so, and that sucks. Yeah, this could be potentially the last time. I don't think so. One, I think that, no, I think that eventually a black promotion. That's what it's all. Everything that's happening these last couple of years is big promotion with a black person on top. That's what this is all leading to. We're gonna be on BET. I pitched it already on the Tyler Perry Network Pro Wrestling, and Dia's gonna be the commissioner. Look,
Wow.
Luckily for us, pro wrestling has always had giant promotions like most people think they have. Leo has already been doing a bunch of he's going to continue to do that. So we're going to continue to see. But eventually, I really think there's going to be a promotion for us. Yeah, look at who's going to do it. I don't know the money we're going to get. Maybe Master P will continue this hog wrestling thing. And every time somebody talks about hog wrestling, they're like, Master P! That's like that. We're getting ramen noodles and bread now, bro. He doesn't have it. Hold on, first off, Master P, doesn't he still have you just don't have variety anymore? Yeah, that's all it is. There's still hold on. Got this. Look at my Master P's Wikipedia page not that long ago. Stan wrote that. There's no way he didn't. Like, do you ever read Wikipedia for the first 4 or 5 times? Everyone's listening to Simone Delvin to last. But no, it was, you know, I don't know. Sometimes reading Wikipedia history, you have to tell. Like, it was kind of skewed on things in almost like too positive of a light where you're like, nah, the soccer's not that bad. Like, wait a minute. I was reading it was like influential and self-made rappers of the 50s, and I'm like, okay, that can kind of be said. But like, you really can't understand how what different impact he had on hip hop, and I'm like, wait, nobody would say that, like not in. And nobody would say that. Shots at bars. Yeah, you didn't quite know like how to fit the bars on beat, but he had no, since the sucker had his own beat, he's like, don't put no beat, I'm gonna rap my verse and he just add it.
No, I got wrong.
Looks like it's about to stop.
That's hilarious.
While it's repairing.
The live show. Take your super chats, and we also take your humper chats.
Yeah.
Yes. So much for Monica's cunning plan B. All that precious research down the digital drain.
Of course,
Now let's come up with a plan C and D. In the meantime, I'm pulling my people back. I suggest you do the same, Doctor.
Will do. I never doubted that together we could defeat AIM here today.
You said, sorry I missed the last couple weeks. To my parents, I'll be missing the shows. Just wanted to send love, giving flowers to all the chicks. Keep being amazing. Appreciate you. Thank you, Jennifer. Appreciate it. Let's wait. In St. Louis this weekend. Said the museum, Louis Science.
AIM's down a lot of research and one giant scary robot thanks to you.
Today was an important victory, but the war is far from over. All the more reason to savor our successes, Captain.
That was actually
True,
a
old
plan.
friend.
And go to the National Blues Museum. You guys, time for these before the Rumble.
Wait, is it like music blues or hockey blues?
I'm assuming what else. Yeah. I love the hockey. Let's see. It just says seeing wrestle live last night at WTV's in Dallas, and he may be my favorite wrestler. I really recommend going to their tapings because it's a lot of.
Myron Reed is an incredible team. I hope he did the It's Like That, the cutter from the inside to the outside of the ring. Incredible young talent. He has like 2 years until he gets his prime, and he's already he's so good. He raps. He's incredible in the ring. He's young. He's dope. Please, Myron Reed, follow him. He's gonna have a big time coming up eventually here. Shout out to MLW too, because they're suing WWE. Fuck WWE. Anybody that can sue WWE, sue them motherfuckers and get your coins, bro. That's the
This isn't work out, but that was good.
so like, they are gonna get taken to the fucking shit. They competed against like I just again that's went to war.
It's like
No dead.
after is basically their lawyer. Guy is Stark. There is a reason. It's like his whole strategy, at least to like when it gets into oblivion, right? To like get the lanes going, wrap up the fees. So
Then you can't afford that.
yeah, basically to get you to back off. Like that is he is an expert at what he does. Anyway, Ryan said, happy I can catch you so live this week. We're seeing the stars of Terminus, Will and Phil, and the Terminus righteous and Raquel says, happy for Supercard in Dallas. Grant versus Bandito. What do you think your guys' thoughts on Bully Ray's thoughts on something I said? Look, man, Bully Ray is like the king of bad takes, and like
It's Bully Ray, Ric Flair, Booker T. They're all just like, oh, damn, let me get one off that anybody can talk about in my bad take.
You guys have to understand, Bully Ray does this so that you guys can come to our podcast and ask us what we think. And all these other things, like, that's what he wants. And I'm not saying it specifically to us. He wants a reaction. I'm like, no, we're not doing it. It's a bad take. Get out.
I'll say this about Bully Ray. I think he genuinely believes those things said. Because it's a good thing. A lot of stuff from the internet is scripted. Because maybe bringing up some shit that people forgot about. But that's steel trap words. But remember, just trying to look it up. Don't find it anywhere. But does anybody remember the reaction, the statement that Ray Dudley put out about Mike Awesome after he died?
No.
Ooh,
It was bad. And that
people were pissed at Mike Austin for being for East. Like,
statement about Mike Awesome's suicide. About how
We've had word that AIM has sent bounty hunters into urban areas to search for Inhumans. Some have been sent to Jersey City. It's imperative that you stop them.
Yeah, I remember that statement vividly.
Scan the area for
Where
AIM
basically he
signatures
was like,
and
if you were
update
gonna
your
do it, you should have just done
Be
it
on your guard.
in your hotel room or in the woods or something. But he was like, yeah, I don't know. It was no good. Or super chats.
That's how you stay relevant, because everybody talks about bad shit. So he's doing exactly what he does. The only way to defeat the Bully Ray is to stop talking about the Bully Ray.
Carlos, we'll get to this in a second, but Carlos says, very curious to hear thoughts on Cody's promo. It's a topic. I thought the delivery was great and he had some amazing one-liners, but overall it was a bit of a jumbled mess, and the comparisons of it to the pipeline is a bit too much. You put pipeline, but I'm sure you did. Is a bit too much for me. I can agree with that.
Yeah, I'll save all my thoughts for us.
And also from Carlos says, I wish Leo nothing but success. Anyone who wants to try to make snide remarks or jokes about his attitude or his passion can take that shit elsewhere. Yeah, but people are gonna do it, and that's just like I said. I with Reg. The second he said that this morning, right before the show, they kind of like it struck a chord with me because. Yeah, we do that a lot, right? Where if somebody talks about they're having mental health issues, we're like, hey, yeah, mental health, we need to take mental health issues seriously. But then, like, in people's times of any kind of turmoil, we're also quick to dunk. And I feel like those two things go hand in hand. Like, we can't simultaneously say that we want to stomp out bullying culture, but then turn around and bully people. Like, yeah, like if you're gonna do it, then I really don't want to hear about any type of support for bullying as a whole. Like if you're gonna do it, then do it, right? But don't try to have it both ways.
I mean, to the larger point, though, this all started based off of saying that there should be more black representation.
Team of watchdogs is in the
if this is
vicinity.
for us supporting
Send the
black
location
people,
to your hut.
shouldn't we be doing better by black people than jumping to conclusions and just letting them tell our story? Didn't we learn this lesson with Swole, where Swole got to tell her story and then we could comment? And so shouldn't we just let Leo tell his story first? I don't know.
Wrestle Voice says, this is for you brothers, just always covering the rough stories. Y'all keep grinding, empowered to Leo. Thank you, Wrestle Voice. Let's see. We have Black Shaggy says, afternoon brothers, hope all is well with y'all.
Is it like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo Black Shaggy or Black Shaggy? It wasn't me.
Wasn't he already black though?
Double Black Shaggy?
Dante says, shout out to Leo. He's going to be great wherever he lands. Eloquent says, did an Airbnb in France once. Yikes. Magic.
Flex on the super.
And it's all Airbnb in France. Yeah. Rob, who was in the Airbnb with us, the Airbnb gang. He actually booked the whole thing, so like, shout out to Rob.
B-Rob.
Yeah, B-Rob. He booked the whole thing, and that was. And he even had like not great experiences. He was telling us a story about how he once booked the Airbnb based on the pictures because it had like 4 different rooms, but it turned out when he got there it was like 1 room and that was just a corner. They literally just took a picture of each corner and let's see. He says Leo Rush makes it hard to be a Leo Rush fan.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not judging.
Black Shaggy again says also hype AF for the AEW album. True God is only a matter of time before we all
Shout out to True God. Go, Bardis.
Eloquent says Leo will eventually tell his story about his AEW experience. See if Tony learned anything from the Swole debacle. If Leo is a type critical.
We are going to see. It's going to be very interesting.
Yep. Smiley says, good morning, boys. Just came to say hi. Red, you can say my name. LOL.
Tracy! To Tracy, that's my homie. I think I am going to be in Texas. Thanks a lot for the culture. I'll see you.
Ayala Lucha says, bruh, Babyface sang the hook. Classic, talking about Sunshine. Robert says, shit, get well to the CDC. His DNA is key to expanding the pants.
That's the secret.
Again, the most fascinating person I know. It would be just one part for the course. And then just have a secret to COVID.
Right. Hannah says, I'm going to bring a at-home test and make you test before you take my car.
Have one of those little guns with the temperature thing too, Hannah. Take his ass.
Smiley said, Reg, I knew we were friends for a reason. I love Panda Express.
And if you need to get a life lesson and some great sugary chicken.
I mean, the problem is, I live right by Panda Express, but there's like a little small shop called Little Panda that's not that far from me that I tend to go to. But I will say that the other day, Like Little Panda's obviously more expensive, but Panda Express, you just get what you need. And
It's quick.
yeah, you know, it's
I usually only go there when the other places close, because those places will be like, I'm open from 1:30 to 2:30 on
right.
Yo, I'm trying to get some Chinese food, bro. What's going on here? But it happens. Shout out to Panda Express. Let's get a Panda Express sponsorship. I'll take that right next to our Rock Nation. It's gonna be Rock Nation right here. Panda Express over here.
And Boston Baked Beans.
And Boston
Baked Beans. We actually need a Boston Baked Beans sponsorship. T. Daniel Barber says, there's plenty of places for Leo Rush to work. The tweet is barely an hour old and speculation is getting too crazy. People need to chill.
Yeah, people do need to relax.
I'll say this. Speculation isn't too bad.
There they are.
It's more so when you come at people negatively. Like I said, speculation, it's like that's our nature as wrestling fans. We're going to speculate because we don't have all the answers, and we're going to ask questions, and that's what we're going to do is speculate. We speculate on this show. That's the thing. That's what we do as wrestling fans. It's the energy when you're coming at somebody and adding him with it too. Like, again, if you have a way you feel about what he said, they're entitled to feel the way you do.
And if this goes on to your agenda that you have against them, like, why do you have these agendas? Relax, like, your mom, go outside, meditate.
Yeah, like,
some weed.
Yeah. Let's see. We got a question from Ricardo. Says, who do you guys think is the next AEW champion? I think it's MJF. That's easily. I think they've been smart about like the first feud, the first kind of rivalry MJF had in AEW was Hangman, and they were kind of smart to keep them apart. Since then, like they really just had the matches for the Dynamite Diamond Ring, but for the most part, for as much as those two were at each other when AEW first launched, they haven't had like a major match against each other, and I feel like they were kind of holding it off. So yeah, I think it's MJF though. And let's see, who of course is like an hour and a half outside of St. Louis, says don't do any of that shit. It's just okay, but the elevator to go up is like 4x4 with 4 people in it, and that's how you're gonna get COVID.
But he can't. Remember, Will Washington can't get COVID.
Get that button because those are like famous last words. So
don't do that. Don't do that to my man.
Just remember what Fat Joe said. COVID is in there.
Yeah, COVID is definitely in there. Just so you guys know, just so you guys saw that super chat. Anytime we don't listen to you guys, it's because Hannah told us not
to. Easy as that.
Shout out Hannah, who luckily is gonna send me on an Uber this week. I appreciate that. Like seriously, I like the fact that you offered. I am so grateful for that because anything for these wrestling trips that save some money definitely makes my makes my brain happy at the end of the month when I look at credit card statements. I'm like, why did I do that? Yeah, thank you. And can't wait. So here we go. What else we got? All right, we got more stories though, don't we?
What's up? I'm even better than I thought.
So let's talk about this Cody promo. Cody cut a promo, and it was kind of a big week for Cody, right? We got the Cody promo. It was a big week because Fightful Select broke the story this past Monday that Cody was a free agent. He is technically working AEW without a contract. So anything can happen as far as Cody Rhodes is concerned. Will anything happen?
The bounty hunters have been purged from Jersey.
Anything could happen. Who knows? He is in a position right now to field anybody's offer. Like, now, you know, he made the statement to Sports Illustrated just last week that he sees AEW for life as far as he's concerned. He'll start the company. He just couldn't see AEW without its foundational pieces. He doesn't see a situation where he's not with AEW. He's got Roads to the Top on TNT. He's got Go Big Show on TBS. He doesn't really see a situation where he will play, right? On the other hand, he is in a position where WWE could be like $5 million. Like, they would do it. Just to make a moment, just to make a statement. Like, if they just say, look, we'll give you $5 million, you get to beat Roman Reigns, and you get to have your big ass pyro entrance with your theme music.
Cody pulling up. There's no way Cody's gonna turn that down. There's no way.
Yeah. Is anybody offering that? Probably not.
I don't think
so.
So.
I'm saying he's in a position to accept that offer.
Mm-hmm. And I kind of think it's like it's actually the situation like say like a Drew McIntyre or Bobby Lashley, how WWE they left WWE and they carved a big space for themselves and became undeniable, and WWE brought them back. I feel like legit Cody Rhodes isn't for like WWE wrestler. He was raised there. His first match in pro wrestling was in WWE, and he still continued to be WWE Cody just on an AEW. I feel like he hasn't stopped being what he's wanted to be, and eventually I think he will be back into a WWE ring. I don't know if it's like now, could be in 2 years, could be nobody knows. But Cody Rhodes is a WWE wrestler, no matter how hard it is not to be.
Go ahead.
So what you're saying is he was projecting on Punk. Because remember, when Punk initially did come there, he was like, oh, he's going to go back to WWE. Yep. Is that because Cody is going along? That's what he's going to do?
Yeah, talking about the Cody promo, that was the thing that he talked about in the promo. He mentioned the pipe bomb and all the things that CM Punk wanted to do for wrestling, and then he turned it around and was like, and I did those things. I was the one who left WWE. I went to Ring of Honor, and I went to New Japan, and I worked the indie scene, and I helped build more of the indie scene up. And here's the thing, he did. I know a lot of people like to backtrack on that, or maybe not remember the times in 2016, 2017. Cody was kind of the biggest draw in the indies for a really long time. You had Cody on your card. He was bringing people to indie shows, and a lot of people in the independent scene benefited from having Cody around. Whether you like him or don't like him, he did a lot for that scene.
Mm-hmm. And so when people all this week have been saying that promo is everywhere, that promo is all this, that promo is all this, I'm all, yeah, a WWE promo. Are you guys not what's going on here? That's Cody Rhodes. That's a WWE specialty. All here and talk about all these 5 bullet points, just like your idol Jonathan Cena did.
So, I will say this. First of all, I thought it was ridiculous that people were straight away saying that this isn't news. Of course it's news. Like, this is Cody Rhodes being a free agent. Like, this is one of the initial AEW signees, one of the executive vice presidents being a free agent. This is enormous news. Like, to insinuate that it's not news is just not.
And he's a champion. Like, even if you just took that away, the guy is the TNT champion.
Yeah, so, and then I also saw people going, well, this is clearly not news because he wouldn't go anywhere. I mean, all right, but didn't we say that about Adam Cole when that news broke? Didn't we say that about
Nobody's saying anywhere?
I mean, I feel like the last year should be a big indicator, especially for that when this shit comes out, it's worth considering. Like, yeah, sometimes a story breaks and you may think it's going to be something and it turns out to be nothing. Like Kevin Owens, right? Like Kevin Owens, there's all speculation where he's going to go, and then he resigned, and he's still Kevin Owens. But on the other hand, I think it is really funny, and I think it's funny that Sean retweets this thing. But it is really funny to look back when the initial story of CM Punk is looking to get back into pro wrestling and AEW may be his landing spot. When Sean tweeted that, and looking at all the reactions that were like, yeah, okay, yeah, this turned out to be nothing. We've heard it before. CM Punk ain't coming back. We're not, nothing's happening with CM Punk.
Heard it all but your lies ain't working now. That's the thing right there, yeah.
And so, yeah, when people said all of that, and then it turned out he did jump. Or when it was like, hey, Cole's contract expired, and they were like, oh, but the WWE will rectify that. He'll resign. He'll be right back, and he'll be continuing on with NXT because he's the face of NXT. How could he be leaving?
Yeah.
Ow.
But
I have to say, by the way, for the other people, that whole crowd that's like, Adam Cole is worse off right now, they're going to be so mad when Orange Cassidy beats on Wednesday.
Why?
And Orange Cassidy's going to beat him on Wednesday. Absolutely.
saying that about Adam Cole? I don't get it.
I don't get. I know what it is.
He's not the AEW World Champion. That's the only thing that's different. Is he's not the.
I still think he's getting here. Well, I think he's getting the pay-per-view title. I don't think he'll win.
Yeah, right.
But I think he is. Like, I think Lance Archer. My guess
He gets to go to work with his girlhood. I think he wants to be back in some bullshit ass WWE. He can pull up with his woman.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest at what it is with that I think people are seeing and saying and why they're saying it. And tell me I'm wrong here if you are an Adam Cole detractor at the moment. I truly think it is a simple case of they don't like the Young Bucks.
That's it.
They don't like Orange Cassidy. They think they're indie-rific acts. And so seeing Adam Cole working with them, despite the fact that they are top acts in AEW,
despite that he's exactly the same as them.
Yeah, and seeing Adam Cole working with them, and these are WWE acts, WWE type acts, makes you feel a certain way about it. And that's where I'm getting it, because when I see people tweet things like, "Oh, Adam Cole's dumb. Look at him working with Orange Cassidy," as if Orange Cassidy didn't beat Chris Jericho on pay-per-view, as if Orange Cassidy wasn't in the world title match at Double or Nothing last year, as if Orange Cassidy hasn't always been a top act in AEW.
It's one of the most over acts they have.
Yeah, like when somebody says, "Could you believe Adam Cole's working with Orange Cassidy?" I mean, yeah, he's the top. Like, Orange Cassidy is one of the top guys. Like, Orange Cassidy is another topic. Not talking about that. Just talking about Orange Cassidy fits the
I don't
company.
like Randy Orton, but I have to see him as a fucking.
Yeah, could you imagine if I was
about who we don't like in that?
I mean, that does speak to the point, though. He came straight in and worked with two of their top baby faces straight away in Jungle Boy and Orange Cassidy. So I don't know.
But if you're one of those people who doesn't like them, then you're going to see it as Adam Cole is downgraded. But to me, I'm just like, look, he's not doing top guy. Like, Orange Cassidy versus Adam Cole 1 is going to be the main event on Dynamite this week. But like I said, people are going to be big mad because I do think Orange Cassidy's winning.
I mean, the honest God truth of it is, some people think the downgrade because he's not there. That's all.
Yeah, but I truly do think, and then I see
people can lose because they can't have all these guys having undefeated streaks.
Oh yeah, man.
Well, that's the thing. He's going to, because like the second they announced that it's unsanctioned, I was like, oh yeah, I was like, it's unsanctioned. Yeah, so I was like, oh, Orange Cassidy's winning, because that way Cole's streak is protected.
There's gonna be all kind of stuff in that match.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, because like the big talk is, you have a show called Beach Break in Cleveland in January. It's gonna be like 18 degrees, and it is. And I looked it up, but like sure enough, like it's like a high of like 20.
Break in Cleveland, huh?
But so I think honestly the show was named because this is the show where we're doing the Orange Cassidy blow off match with Adam Cole, and it maybe I'm wrong here, but Beach Break is also the name of Orange Cassidy's finisher. Yeah, that's the name of his finisher. Yeah. And like the last time they did Beach Break, that was Orange Cassidy coming out of the cake. Like, I think the show is named not for the beach aspect, but because Orange Cassidy is likely a big part of it.
He has his own show. That's super.
Yeah, I
think house is after like Into the Taker or like something like that.
Like, I think that's where the name comes from, not necessarily having to do with the beach itself.
Oh yeah, it is Cleveland, huh? John Gargano is looming in the background.
There's that too. There's a lot that could happen. But either way, as far as the Cody promo was concerned, back on topic there. Cody, because I saw a lot of people who were mad about the WWE shots, because he took the shots at Walter's name, which is our next topic. We're going to talk about that. I actually really dug that, and not because of the dig at Walter, but where he brought it around Brody King. That was a masterful piece of the promo. Do I think this was the pipe bomb? Do I even think this is like the top promo? Do I even think this is like Cody's best promo? Not really. Like the undeniable one is still his best one. But I did think that was a masterful way to talk about some of the new guys coming in, and the way he said, "We don't change your name, but you have to have balls to come into our company and call yourself Brody." He's like, "That takes balls," and I was like, "Damn." That was a really good line because I've been thinking that about the fact that it's somebody named Brody. Could you really call him Brody when when Brody Lee was such a big part of, and is now such a big part of AEW's existence, and you have Brody Jr. out there as -1, and Brody is already a name that's kind of taken, and so somebody else coming in as Brody in AEW is a big deal, and I thought that was a really masterful line, and I feel like that's the piece of that one that I really think people should have been hanging on, and not so much just taking the shot at.
And then Cody is over, man. Just him saying your name does a lot of things. Then it sets up Brody King can come back and be like, "Hey, well, why are you talking about me?" Then you're in a program with Cody. Cody saying your name, putting you over, doing all these things is a lot because Cody's one of the top guys in the company. And when he does a promo, a lot of people watch it. I'm sure a lot of people have watched this promo on YouTube at this point. So just him saying this out loud, this is one of those Tony Khan saying, "Cody, go out there and do it. Talk about why you were gone. Talk about what went on when you were gone, and wrap it up saying that you're going to wrestle Sammy Guevara." There you go.
Yeah, and he brought up the ladder match. They're doing it for both belts. They actually got, by the way, a new TNT title made because
how many do they have at this point?
Well, that was the thing. Was the one Sammy won at Battle of the Belts was the old one because they didn't have an extra version of the current belt. And of course, Cody had the real one with him, but Sammy does now have. Sammy's got the original and Cody's got the new one. There are now officially two of the current TNT championship. Because it looked weird to me. When Sammy won it, I'm like, that looks like the one that Darby had.
Yeah, so if we want to take this thing and go back, I don't remember who super chatted this saying this is a mess. I don't agree that it was a mess. I think from the very second he walked out, he goes, "What should we talk about, guys?" He knew exactly what he was doing. I've been saying this for weeks. That man is a heel, man. He's not. If you're fixing, you can see it. But the stuff he brought up the Snake Bomb, and just think about the reaction that Punk came out to and how beloved he was. Just think about how over Punk is with that fan base. For you to come out and bait them by complimenting Punk at first, and then immediately go, "But I've done everything that he said." But you love him so much, but he didn't do anything. He went away for 7 years, and in that time, I did everything that he said he would do. And matter of fact, you loved it when I did it. You cheered for it, which is an outright lie. Which again, when he threw out that Brody comment, he outright said, "Like to lose." Everybody knows I don't like to lose. Right. Yeah. With the heel promo, the fact that went all around the fact that he has to defend this title next week because he was just acting like a foregone conclusion that he would win. He talked about standing at all during the promo because he didn't remember. I already beat him several times. And I've seen people saying, "Well, he talked about all these other things other than Sammy." Right. Sammy was smart. He knows he can beat him. And that's why he's going to lose, of course. But look at his promo. Yeah, shit.
What he did, I like that it was all over the place. But what he should was supposed to come out and do an 8-minute promo about why he's going to beat Sammy Guevara. Nobody wants to do that. I want why Cody Rhodes. I think the biggest thing to set up is it sounds like he's setting up a big program with CM Punk.
It's exactly. I've been assuming that for weeks, but this pretty much cemented. So curious.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know if you guys remember when Punk was doing commentary, and one of those weeks Cody came out. Punk had some pretty, he had some pretty bitter stuff to say about Cody, and people just kind of brushed it off like it was just a side comment. So,
Playing seeds.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. I mean, honestly, to me, that's a big double or nothing match to me.
Right.
And it's looking like they're going to do Punk and JF. If I were
Welcome to our little remote. Dr. Pym says.
All right, Hank, we're inside. Everything up and running?
Oh, you're in for a treat. See you in a bit.
And having some reason to do the rematch Revolution. As far as Cody Promo was concerned, it was one of those things. Like I wanted to play thinking like he did, like heel promo or babyface promo. Where people chanting Cody halfway through the promo, and I thought that they were more than hard. And Washington DC, they put him and he did switch it up. I feel like he haven't been as down on Cody as a lot of people. The promo, he was a lawyer program that but yeah, it was just shit. But he knows it was bad too. But and like
I expect they won't be the last.
The thing I tweeted about it was that it felt like
Aim squad dead ahead.
it's like maybe lost night. I don't know. Somebody lost night on my Twitter.
I've got you.
Because I was watching full ring on stuff. I was watching Cody and Kenny going into the show.
I almost wish I would have went to that.
He had a very sharp tongue. He would just say whatever. He would say, it was a big show. Could we just say that? And you know, even when at the start of the show, he had a lot of that stuff in the promo with Chris Jericho, where Chris Jericho took some shots at Dusty, and Cody was like, God, that's just garbage. He was the full line that he had where he was Chris Jericho over here. Time video, and he was like, it's not a key player, you entitled dick. Like, at what point did you ever grow up with any type of and so, like, that's the stuff people like from Cody. And somewhere along the way, that got lost. And Cody just wasn't that hot. And what's stuff, when you watch that stuff, especially the indie stuff, you're like, man, we lost his way. Turns into that, like, you ever wondered why people turn it? I think that's a big piece of it, is that he lost. I felt like this promo had a lot of that Cody, the Cody that did have, or that did say things that made you go, just say that, that's and you feel like, in an odd way, he could win people back over with that personality brought to light. Like, the Cody that seems a little more self-aware, I think, is somebody that could win more.
I've located captive Inhumans. They're being kept in portable cells. We'll have to break them out.
The reaction gift,
Wild guess! Go to the bad guys!
is the funniest thing to ever come out of that Pringo. It's
I thought the promo was great.
I did too. I thought it was great. So, checks. We've got, let's see what we got here. We've got, Voice said, had to get off Twitter because it is toxic and to work on the website. People are showing their true colors when we need to support talents like Leo. This whole situation really bothers me, and AEW needs to be careful about these things. I'm curious to see
They've split up the prisoners. Something about a security breach.
Let's get the cellar
Guys, serious. I like Leo, but he spoke reckless to his boss, backtrack, and you want him to be on TV every week. Chris Lockhart spoke reckless and said some stupid shit. That's crazy.
Much later. Don't tell Pym I called you. We just need to get these prisoners to safety.
He didn't talk reckless, he said apologize for speaking out. He didn't disrespectful to our people. Yeah, he did
say anything out of line. That's not even talking about. Furthermore, we don't know what conversation is on that time. Wait until Leo comes out.
Yeah, exactly. And Van Quick said, this is Match October. It's up on Lord Pro channel. Everyone should check it out. Hashtag Team and Vision. Hashtag BRSTL. And Wrestle Boys also said the black wrestling scene can thrive. There are talents like and Tricidor out there that anyway. The black ABC is what people need to pay attention to.
A bigger convoy lies up ahead. Follow the ridge and you'll reach it.
Maybe I'm crazy here, or maybe I just spent way too much time in the black wrestling space.
There they are. You'll need to destroy the locking mechanism to open the
black
cell.
people have kind of taken over indie wrestling, because that's really what it feels like to be.
I'm like, I don't know if it's just the stuff that I follow, because all that is black pro wrestling.
I mean, it's just
these shows, these black wrestling shows, and I love it.
Now, to Rich's point, one thing you can look at from wrestling history is how much the indie scene has dictated what the wrestling is about to be. When you look at 2005's indie scene, look at guys like CM Punk was dominating the indie scene in 2005. Brian Dickinson was killing the indie scene. Jay Styles, those guys. And years later, he moved up. There was other names at the top. And I feel like just a couple years ago, we were talking about getting back at being Dark Plus. And Kevin Steen, Seth Rollins, or at the time, Tyler Black, all of those names are now the top names. And the fact that we talk about the 80s right now, and we find ourselves very much thinking about guys like Eddie Gray, okay? I feel like they were talking about
You're up, Theo. I'm on it.
Willow Knight, Judas Locklear, Darius Clark, Elo Neal, Jordan Blaine. There's like I could go on 500 years.
I feel like the fact that it is so black dominated right now, DC is a precursor to what we're going to see.
Studio.
Mad about this.
All their later.
This one's open.
I'll tell you,
It's work there. It's gonna be plenty of.
The cells are all open.
Those are gonna be
Nice one. An elite aim
Hey,
team
I
is
got an
close by
offer
and on
for
a map.
you, girl.
Updating your HUD.
Hell no.
Hi. Any chance you guys are just gonna let me open this cage and call it a day? No? Do it yourself? You know what? I'm just gonna take you out and do it anyway. Cool?
Just look like Will Washington. But you see, look, it's gonna be fine because I know the Tyler universe works. It's not gonna be all that. We're gonna switch it up. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's terrible, bro. Oh my god.
Saturday night on my favorite side of
This nigga said everybody gonna look like Will. Jeez.
Express to me is like, hey, I'm walking through the mall and I can grab some cord kind of food. You know, if I'm like, I bring home bags, Panda Express, they'd be like, man, she's already, I think my kid, my wife on the other hand would be like, what are we doing here? Gordon says, anyone else think this is leading to Cookie versus Punk? So, game says the same thing. The Chrome game. And Rob Reed says, AEW was literally built out of that between Cody and Dave Meltzer. Yeah, the dude originally, I feel like he's going to be adopted into the whole thing. Shot Kid 29 says WWE was betting releasing Ali in the next cut instead of granting his link to paying up Mass for something to mess with AEW is a possibility.
I don't know Nick Tom, but I know how he was like that.
Anyone get some photos?
Yeah.
I'm working on a
You got some money, yo.
Sensors are picking up an AIM cache close by.
At the same time, I feel like that's his value that you're right. It's
But it also, he kind of is that has everything that's just maybe good right now.
Okay,
That's the,
this is just wrong. Use webs like a
Cordona's wedding, so there's that as well. Stick up. That's really good. Because everybody came out of that. They talked about that on the show. The Iconics had to pull out, or the inspiration, pull out of the Triple title, and Cody had to pull out the year's title. And one person who like thinking that the show was a bitch. In the city that he was there.
He's also the power of making up things.
I have ADHD, so I keep thinking of other shit, so I can. Having a podcast. That's the key to having a podcast, though, is like having. Just to have other shit. My least favorite podcasts are the ones that are like straight to the point. Now I want to hear people just talking, man. Like, this shit came to mind, talk about this. But anyway, it says, I get that the content might not be someone's cup of tea, but I found it super entertaining to keep it what it was.
Like he was like talking about fun. Shaking it back around.
But yeah,
I've
the
updated
people
your
saying
HUD
Cole
with
is
the
more
location of a
popular,
large
really never
AIM
watched
mech nearby. Head there immediately.
You only know that Adam Cole because all of this is super rare. This is Adam Cole. This is more Adam Cole than NXT Adam Cole.
I think it is a lot of NXT Adam Cole. I really think it's just that, hey, with Beyond Bucks, I don't like Beyond Bucks. He's with, he's with Orange Cassidy, and I don't like Orange Cassidy.
He's with the same exact dudes he was with on NXT.
Yeah.
That's the undisputed. They're hearing that. I know that. You have to cheat.
Somebody actually say that if you believe that the undisputed era, this bigger group is with the best friends and all that. It's like, do people, all the best friends their job or act, but it's like, no, they're
Large AIM mech ahead. I shall give what instruction I can.
Say you're best friend.
Like WrestleMania, but they have they know the struggle like this.
Tyrell says, yes, there's elements of AEW that need to be better at. Parentheses, use of black talent, other elements. People need to stop looking at it through the WWE lens.
It's rearing up. Evacuate the area immediately.
Timothy says, the appointed
Project Omega must be causing these Pantheon storms.
never said
They've been
anything
using time travel to speed the process up.
but maybe
The
I'm
weapon's
just a
strong
bit.
enough to stop the apocalypse. That's what it's supposed to do.
Tearing the universe
I didn't. I back off of that entirely. So the reason that you're not in the same way where we're like, this is a conversation for black people to be happy. Same deal. I completely back off of that. Don't have that. Mad King 1984 says feels like Cody is slowly turning into Bullet Club. And that's the thing, again, Bullet Cody was like so, with that, Hannah says he's gonna get booed in Washington, D.C. in a few years when he's running for president, too. Hey, that was like going on D.C. I don't know if people think Washington, D.C. is progressive. City on TV. Back off! Johnson. That's always one of my favorite bits of trivia is that it was Washington, D.C. first city that a Dutch camp broke out and that people were actively moving there in his mouth. Jericho at some time.
Shout out to DC, shout out to Michael for wrestling. I got it right. That February, we're talking about Black Pro Wrestling. There's so many incredible shows coming out in February. I don't know where to start. I'm so excited for everybody. There used to be, it's funny enough, tangent. I was watching the Five Wrestling before I was there.
Sticky situation over here. Need a hand over here.
It's crazy. Paper things now, even a bigger stars. Back then, there was only a select few of black talent available to even be fans. That's like when the inception of like BW 500 is kicking around in my brain because it's like, okay, there's all these wrestlers.
No idea. Lots of words I did not understand. But if you're right,
now,
When am I not?
we have to destroy the bridge.
I'm glad you're finally on board. Wait, what?
Wrestlers included. Now, there's wrestling shows that artists of black talent. Things are going for so long. I've waited a long time for this. So those people that are like, well, why do they do all black shows? And I'm racist, I'm this. Every show that's not a black show is a white show. Just like I've been to wrestling shows where I'm the only black person in the whole building, wrestlers included. That's not a joke, that's real life. So to see all those people finally get their opportunity, we want to celebrate. We're not taking it there. What happened? What's happening over here? All of the wrestlers, like, I love that show. So it's fine to see another show that's all wrong.
Now, I'm gonna just slightly counter something you said. Because I will say, because you do not know about so, because I was I've been to shows where I was the only black person in the audience.
This is gonna hurt.
Or just because, mainly because I will say one of the most big experiences I ever had was going to right, and it was all the whole crowd, and that was mainly because it was my first experience with the fact that that there's obviously so many different blocks of left where and like other development, which I don't know if it's about the test, it's really high Hispanic. And I didn't know who was in the ring, and I think a lot of people didn't know who was in the ring for these two guys. They created the really camp. One of them bring out a Puerto Rican flag, and the other bring out a Mexican flag.
Oh shit.
I'm like, this is dumb.
I see people in the chat saying, oh, what about, you know, I'm talking about my experience, guys.
Actually, it was kind of weird.
Well, that was why that was why I was challenging there is that I will say that I've been the only black person that I had black experience.
I've been to a lot of shows that were.
Why don't you see this?
So yeah, I was really just challenging the point that they were there. Yeah. Not being black shows, they were white shows. Yeah, that's it. Well, yeah, but either way, like I said, it feels good. good and it feels very
We got it down.
to
We're
suddenly
still going
have,
through with this?
because
We have to
the thing
destroy
is,
Monica's bridge for both
weapon
weapons in one
but
timeline before it causes any more damage.
the black wrestling space, the black wrestling fan, has really just been dominated.
The machine is down.
And it feels really good right now that the black wrestling space right now, in terms of the wrestlers that we get to be fans of, and the wrestlers that we get to talk about, and the wrestling we get to talk about isn't just WWE. That we do get to talk about the indies in a way that's not, that doesn't feel like kind of an elitist exclusive club that we're kind of left out of. Enjoying that more than anything right now, and I think that this is a great time for that. Yeah. So, what you just described with it.
Oh, this does not feel good at all.
Exactly. Support the wrestlers.
The movies have lied to me about time travel, and I am not happy about it.
That was exactly how I felt with that show. That's why I was like, man, y'all are wild. I would absolutely love it if.
And that's exactly.
And I love that we're here now.
For the culture. Last year when I went to For the Culture, that's exactly what it was. We just have to do that every time.
Yes.
And let's show up.
Yeah, because honestly, you see where that leads. You see where guys
The
who can work
Tachyon
those
storms have only gotten worse. The last one jumped us ahead somehow.
I'm like, I feel like we're in such a great time.
Destroying the bridge should save a lot.
Kind of sounds like you're guessing.
Well, I haven't exactly
I
done
just
that
watch it
before.
work move. I seen him put out the music, then I first house announcement come out, and then I saw the other announcement. I was like, man,
What's better than one
Wait, Swerve is gonna.
Let's go back to the beginning of the podcast. We had talked about it.
We're talking about Will Washington's tweet on the Joe Budden podcast. Big platform for him. Whole tweet about it. We part of Rock Nation now. What is crazy, I can't believe Will Washington has one of those like every 3 days. Maybe even shorter.
Like this is like question or anything. I'm just thinking in my mind. Like, I really want that Apollo tweet to like, the Apollo tweet. You see that because honestly,
I laughed.
I know. She was going to tell us right here that I've been looking for that specific performance since it aired in like 2001, where I remember I was in high school. That came on, laughed so hard, and I could not find that episode again. And sometimes, like maybe once every 2 years, I would like jump on YouTube and look where I was like, Holy Truth on YouTube. Right? I'm like, man, Roku, and I see on the Roku channel, they have every episode that shows how many Apollo. And I'm like, find this damn episode. And I was up to like,
What up? What's going on? Hatir? Am I pronouncing that right? I'll grab some of these, grab some of these deals here.
Out my new webs anyway.
Man, if we're able to do this shit with 3 people, boy.
That was too easy.
Oh wow, we are almost at the adaptoid. We might be able to pull this shit off.
see this kid. And I read the stuff. Like, was this even a real thing? Because it's been so long since I've seen it. I'm like, no, this was fucking real. And Holy Troop was a real crew that got up there, fought, and were like halfway sit until we started rapping. Now it turns out completely. It's one of my favorite. I posted it to my Twitter. If you haven't seen it, twitter.com/WilliamRBR. And look for my shows. Have that be a follow Twitter.
There you go. I'll this big man one going to hell for.
Oh man.
And I'm like, does this even exist? I used to watch this show every Saturday night. I was ready. Showtime At Me Follow was my jam. From that those last 2 seasons with Rudy Rush before their production changed over to Monique. But like Rudy Rush was a great host to me, and I was so happy. And I watched it, and I started dying laughing. I'm like, this is the one. I remember it. It's exactly as I remember. I hit record, tweeted it. I was so happy that I'm counting.
Well, that's like 20 years of
20 years of
This way.
it's like after you find something funny, but you can't find it again. You through all the possessions things you get out of Marla Jackson. Is this the real Marla Jackson? I don't know. But at least the good in my head that it is.
Security terminal.
Jackson American Dream, Joe Street,
Right. Shut down the alarm. Will that buy you enough time to get control of the bridge?
You probably heard that your whole life, Marla Jackson, but I was like, I just wanted in my head Marla Jackson watch. That was how they did it. That's so funny. Man, my cousin. He said, what is going on with Dante/Team Taz? I understand now why Leo disappeared, but they brought out Lethal. Then the next week, Dante is with ChiLL and Moriarty. That's weird to me that like Lethal challenge.
They always look so surprised.
Ricky Starks, and then I feel like that's the cheeky one. I don't know if Kobe pressed it, so maybe it is. But he's back with ChiLL all of a sudden. Dante is, and then Moriarty's tied to it.
They're trying to find Dante a mouthpiece is what it looks like. They need someone to talk for them. They thought that Leo was going to be one. And they know that Still and Leland can't talk for them. So they need somebody. Lethal is like, makes a lot of sense for him to be the mouthpiece for Dante and do all the things that Leo was going to do in his book. The way I read it, he very specifically said, act like you're everybody's brother. And I was like, that's because his brother's stepping back on him.
I'm really excited with that. Hey, Rob Reed says Cody's promo on Secret Reno and ROH is still one of the best promos I've ever seen. Said AEW World Title, MJF Vince and CM Punk today. Also, Serena Deep was talking about the new women coming in.
I feel like we're in unsafe distance.
I think
You've delayed the security
she
protocols,
said
but the system is
that
adapted.
new women.
Stay
I
near
think
the
she was
bridge.
talking about,
I'm
drawing a blank on her
Dr.
name.
Pym?
What the hell?
Chef here?
Super tough. Yeah, like super tall, she got a big entrance.
It's not over yet.
Oh yeah. That ball is tall plus.
And I think that those
Amber and Tony,
like, hey, there's a lot of specifically like the scene, but specifically said that they brought in already. I think that's what she was talking about when that band is
and she made a big mark with those Beyond Wrestling shows. And then Vegas looks like, shit going up.
Let's see. Beckles said, hello again from Romania. Thanks for the show. I'm chilling with you after a stress-inducing exam I had this morning.
Oh, what the
Let's see. He says, see Keith Lee in the main event. I think the best thing they can do for you is, because AEW hasn't done it yet, I want to see him answer TNT. Okay, sure.
Yeah. Gotta hate when that happens. I guess you're gonna have to pull down the middle while I...
Get the Avengers out of that chamber. Jarvis?
I think the problem is a lot of people just don't know how any of the raids work, and they're just running them, and don't realize that, someone has to stay on this. Someone has to stay on the pressure pad so we can actually activate the the deals. Wow, yeah. Yeah, let's we'll take these guys out. Oh, man. So, is that other adaptoid dead? Okay, cool. Alright.
Security entry verified.
Oh yeah, man. Jesus, yes. That's the worst.
Third code verification entry. Code verification required.
Okay.
Verification sequence.
Third one and then two. Shit, he was supposed to show up? Jesus. Oh, there it is.
Code verification sequence time reset. Code verification required. Code verification sequence time reset. Code verification required and designated security station.
And the crazy part is, to me, alright, man.
You can't see it under the mask. It's totally slimy.
Alright, man.
Critical energy levels detected.
Whew.
Tachyon surge inbound. Initiating next tier protocol. Awaiting second code verification entry. Awaiting third code verification entry. Code verification sequence time reset. Code verification sequence time reset. Code verification sequence.
Oh, shit. Come on. Oh, no.
I've been hit by buses. And this is worse.
Need to revive, bro. Appreciate it.
Feeling a lot better now that you're here.
Code verification sequence time reset.
Yeah.
Code verification sequence time reset.
Gotta love the Hawkeyes, man.
Levels detected. Tachyon surge.
Okay, one more time. And we have to try to fight the boss.
Code verification sequence time reset. Code verification sequence time reset. Code verification required and designated security station. Awaiting second code verification entry. Code verification sequence time reset. Code verification required and designated security station. Code verification sequence time reset. Code verification required and designated security station. Code verification sequence time reset. Code verification required and designated security station. Final code verification complete.
Considered, that went pretty well.
Code verification sequence time reset.
Your defeat is inevitable.
It's opening.
What the hell is that?
Okay, here we go.
Defend Project Omega.
As you wish, Dr. Ravicini.
Okay, yikes. Looks like this new Killbot is a big Avengers fan. The shield, the hammer. Gonna guess you've got some rockets hiding back there.
Kate, AIM has control of the bridge. We can't open it again unless we get it back.
Like all the matches have typically been hyped. There's been title change. I want to see if they finally pull it off, get it over town, and I think
Rain check.
We're pretty close to this 98 thing, right?
like next week's Keith completed, and the week after is Sean Battle says, much as I'm always solved via PW excited for departure / contract expiration from AEW in the days ahead. February is looking a lot more interesting. Yeah, so and I'm seeing people in the chat talking about TPW. Tell you, Tyler Perry, it's happening.
Telling you, it's be great.
Great. Kami Sama says, I hate this narrative that Leo runs into why. If you want to bring Grown Nesmith water in WWE.
Yes, exactly.
Ricky says, would it make people feel better to think of it as the former Undisputed Era for feuding with Chaos versus in 2022? Great.
Defend Project Omega.
As you wish, Dr. Ravicini.
Yeah.
Okay,
Chaotic, but then here's the thing. They don't
big
respect
Avengers
any of that
fan.
either.
The shield, the
They don't
hammer.
respect it
Gonna
until...
guess you've got some rockets hiding back there.
Chaotic Butterfly Man.
AIM
Hello,
has control
Grassy.
of the bridge.
Awesome
We can't
episode as
open it
always.
again unless
You
we
know
get it
Vince is
back.
going to try and put Tyler Perry's run in during Lashley versus Lesnar.
The worst thing, you know, we gotta get a speed way. Get you for a speed way. Lashley, if you guys are gonna be there, I'm down. I'm gonna try to sleep. That interview Bobby Lashley was all about that. It's funny enough that we got to where we got now because initially I was like, yo, what's up with Bobby Lashley? This fucker's progress. Everyone in the world back then.
God damn it, dude.
Bob Lashley said, I talked to management one time. He wants to see that match, which is good.
Let the Avengers draw their fire.
Ah, shit. Wow.
Can't take another hit like that.
Hawkeye's been hit. Looks like you could use a hand. Need help.
Ah.
I need first aid. Second, third, and fourth, if you got it.
Initiate Captain America attack.
Want to see a trick? We totally had it covered. Totally.
Oh shit. Come on.
Some help.
Wow. Right there, bro.
Okay. Management told Bobby Lashley that no one wants to see him and Brock Lesnar in a match.
Even though you brought up Bobby Lashley to be the replacement. You literally brought him in after Brock Lesnar left.
And Lashley's like, I know that's kind of, he's like, I can post about my kids brushing their teeth on Instagram.
Looks like this new Killbot is a big Avengers fan.
Everyone wants to see that.
Guess you got some rockets hiding back
The
there.
only reason I'm like not like I'm the video package is great and like it reminded me a lot of I thought it was
Your defeat is inevitable.
It's opening.
What the hell is that? Super Adaptoid. Defend Project Omega.
As you wish, Dr. Rappaccini.
Okay, yikes. Looks like this new Killbot is a big Avengers fan. The shield, the hammer. Gonna guess you've got some rockets hiding back there.
Kate, AIM has control of the bridge. We can't open it again unless we get it back.
starts that seems really Matthew says Terminus feels like they've got something really special. A lot of small, careful touches, like the niche they're going for, and I am all in. Let's see, got a few more super chats. Timothy says, as a Jew, too many people speaking for us on Gunther Mel's controversies makes me appreciate letting black voices speak all for themselves. Thank you. Thank you. And got another one from who says, I'm trying to find the Raw episode where D'Lo Brown was telling Stacey Keebler he gotta have her. She looked like a white woman in distress as a black guy. I found it so cringe. I mean, I imagine that was like, what, 2002?
Uncle D'Lo. D'Lo's the man. When that just came out of them walking to the ring, I think that was SummerSlam with Deborah. And
Yeah.
Got both the titles. He's on. The man. He's the
I like that he got to get into some action recently on the Impact episode when the ROH team look a little time. That was dope.
Kyrian asks, have you guys been keeping up with the online feud between the Briscoes and FTR? Wonder what the holdup is with TK signing the Briscoes.
Potential that FTR is going to be in the building tomorrow at this super huge WCW. Briscoes have an open challenge set for tomorrow, so it'll be kicking off tomorrow.
So it's fucking real, and Holy Troop was a real group, like, and yep, there's a little more we're going to talk about there. I am not Lucha, sir. Logically. Dude, it's not like Walter is right? Like, you've seen Walter multiple times, referred to as Walter. After this match, logically, would you, Walter, after the match is over, grab the mic and be like, actually, it's Walter?
For him to go in, he was like, no, actually, my name's.
If I were a viewer, why would I be like, wait? Was he just getting his name wrong all this time? Like, Like, for 3 years, we were just saying it incorrectly, and finally it was just like, look, guys. So, like, Walter is never my name.
Like, closed captioning was messed up the whole time. It kept saying Walter when it's just said Doctor.
Wow.
Wait, why did you choose now to tell everybody what his new name is? This is the longest reign NXT UK champion in history. The whole time they were like, this is Walter. And, like, logically, this character just in the back of his mind is like, man, if only they knew my name was
They just were calling him, his name was Gunther, but they just got calling him Walter. He's like, I guess I'll never correct him. And one day he's like, you know what, tonight, after my match, I'm gonna let these motherfuckers know my name is actually Gunther.
So don't say to me, just, like, yeah, just wait, I'm Gunther. Yeah, just,
like them, you know, using
There's
a
a lot.
Nazi name. And I don't know how far. I can see this being able to do that.
Welcome to our little remote. Dr. Finch.
All right, Hank, we're inside. Everything up and running?
Oh, you're in for a treat. See you in a bit.
Even more German or Austrian than Walter's not German, he's Austrian. And so, but then at the same time, it's like, with everything that this guy has done,
everybody genuinely has a problem with
And then Balor tweeted like, everybody hated Finn, but you didn't come in as Prince Devitt for 3 years. Yeah.
People were kind of weighing on it, but then like people were like, "It's real interesting." Like, honestly, like.
Came into the company and there should be a little bit different, but he was fucking champion as Walter.
Yeah, he was in a Survivor Series match, like this is
yeah, and I mean, to Joe Finn's point, and I'm not agreeing with him. I don't remember people hating him. Yeah, whatever. The problem is they do this thing all the time where they spend years and months letting something get over, and then they'll just change it with no reasoning. And then they'll expect fans to not complain at all. Well, of course, it's complain. You got to walk for 3 years. It's just like, man, you've been coming in and saying, hey, you guys made it. All right, look back to phone yourself for free. Right, like that. Because everything is supposed to be over. And so, I just think we're trying to ignore something that is positive for fans to watch. You're constantly doing like, yeah, it was. When you take it across, she's just not going to be
she did the her like she got the cross the can't forget about it.
Exactly. I think that's gonna be the thing that's always going to change. Like something Walter, I don't know. I mean, the guys who watch this Walter, like 2005.
yeah. The thing is, going back to what you said about WWE wanting a name that you know really throws awareness and standing space. Because I was asking the podcast, I did a couple of podcasts after week, and somebody asked me on the representation topic, what I'd like to see WWE in terms of representation, what I'd like to see and talk about how really was as far as WWE is concerned. It's like, I don't want to see them get out of their stereotyping. Like that, to me, is the worst habit. You're doing justice where they name people's ethnicity or nationality that's given. And there's a problem from that. And what I said on the podcast,
Apollo!
Oh, Jesus.
This was that. One to make but with making people's ethnicity their giving in general, no matter what, in pro wrestling, especially for heels, is the and again the nationality either one because they do it. The heel's job is to position the fans against character, or in most cases their gimmick. So when their entire gimmick or character is simply their nationality, you're positioning the fans to that nationality, and that is that's a big problem.
They're trying to garner my least favorite thing that WWE that happens with their crowds when they try to chant or say, so uncomfortable.
And I feel like when somebody's nationality is their gimmick, you're trying to position people against that nationality, especially for a heel. And I always worry about that. And that was my story. I said it at the time when they brought in Apollo, when Apollo introduced his new gimmick. I was like, it's so much that just like
Holy shit! I have no resilience.
I've located captive Inhumans. They're being kept in portable cells. You'll have to break them out.
The fans are gonna throw that
finally.
That, you know, I feel comfortable. Yeah, that's why I generally feel like it is WWE's worst habit to make
They've split up the prisoners. Something about a security breach.
Let's get this cell open. Whatever Monica has planned for these prisoners, it can't be good. Jarvis, give me Theo.
Kate? Wait a minute. What frequency are you on? I thought you were talking to Pim on the other line.
Yeah, I'll explain later. Much later. And, don't tell Pim I called you. We just need to get these prisoners.
Probably because they still do it. It's especially bad with their
A bigger convoy lies up ahead. Follow the ridge and you'll reach it.
Jesus, dude. Wow.
And I think that if they have to go past it, it's part of why those once you get into the uber patriotic baby just dating.
There they are. You'll need to destroy the locking mechanisms to open the cells.
Especially given because that wrestling isn't so very outdated. Exactly. The fact that so many guys are from so many different parts of the world. You think the crowds are like when they say USA, you know, one race, one whatever. These crowds so many people
teleporting now.
Different parts of the world, they can't necessarily do that any longer. But I feel like the only head is still stuck in that mindset. I feel like, yeah, Gunther is one of those things that it's like we really want to hammer in your head that this is a man who's we want you to know that
the cells are all
feel like you
nice work. An elite AIM team is close by and on
when they
alert.
found out they had a wrestling name,
Updating your heart.
they're like, right. You got everything we need.
Hi. Any chance you guys are just gonna let me open this cage and call it a day? Nope, do it yourself. You know what? I'm just gonna take you out and do it anyway. Cool?
Like, that sounds like a name from the 60s. Like, why don't you kind of be updating Great Ball of Fire? You know what I mean? Like, it goes along to those types of things that, like, you can do it.
We got a couple more topics before we've got to dip. So, She-Fresh isn't going to be in trouble. GCW, yeah. And GCW is putting 2 tomorrow, and this is going to be international shows.
Sensors are picking up an AIM cache close by.
So put on in a long time.
Is
hold on, because that's going to take us to our next topic. So it's going to go over.
yeah. 17 years. I've only been 2 months.
So, Solo versus Alley Cat, and Matt Cardona his original ROH World title against Blake Christian. And yes, for the GCW World title, it's going to be Homicide challenging. Bring up the graphic for our number one.
Bad about this.
Ladies and gentlemen. Now, why didn't I say it?
On the fly.
The number one. Thomas man. John Moxley is back. John Moxley made his return sweep on Dynamite. He's back, ready to go again. Dude looked phenomenal. And Moxley is my son's favorite wrestler. And it was one of those things where really I feel like his wrestling memories like first developed like right around like 2018 was really like when he was traumatized. But 2018 was really where like I remember just really kids with started with knowledge was happening. And that was when Dean Ambrose returned. He didn't have any memory of Dean Ambrose beforehand. He was just like,
about to give you a hug with the location of a large AIM mech nearby.
Returned,
Head there immediately.
Help against then he had to look all of a sudden. And like from then on he's been Billy's favorite wrestler. And like Billy was like upset when he turned heel. But then he left anyway, he went to AEW, and he's just been Billy's guy. So I took Billy to meet him at a
large AIM mech ahead. I shall give what instruction I can.
Yeah, because Mox left rehab 3 months ago. We weren't sure when we were going to see John Mox again. But here he was. And he but the weird thing is, Jake Moxley was taking John Moxley something that he was working on the last few months. And I feel like he looks really different, you know. His hair is like pretty much gone, and he definitely looks bloated. It's amazing how quickly that happened. Because I was watching the other day, I was watching Double or Nothing, the Moxley and Kingston versus the Young Bucks match. It's crazy that NXT last year was, yeah, he was still like John Moxley. And then it was really like that summer run where after he returned for the United States title, like, okay, Moxley's definitely got the, you know, he's thicker and everybody's thicker. Yeah, it was like it was a forward look just being a pro wrestler that went along with it. So somebody had even pointed out there, you know, the thing everybody was saying was, oh yeah, Dad Bob Mox was a new dad. Yeah. Still like Mox that doesn't come up. And he's really close. The said one day, you know, and he pitches around Dark Cloud over him, and Demon over him that asked him where he was going and man, when it's going right for me, that's the question I ask myself all the time. Like, why do I deserve money for this thing? You know, and then if you have self-sabotage, that's the kind of stuff that can lead you to do that kind of stuff. When like things are first thing, right? Because like, you know, alcohol, drugs, any of those things have that kind of alcohol. And you things are look at where he was, right? Like he had his book was out, he had Renee Young, and on top of that Renee Paquette. But on top of that she had a baby, and he's, you know, he's not the champ anymore, but he's still on for the rest of the world. Top guy, he won Wrestler of the Year from PWI. He was number one. Like, there's a lot of things that everybody's had spending months for Moxley. Over his career, he was having all these matches with top Japanese guys, and it was like fully understood somebody who's having that much of right to look up and go, why do you think you deserve this? Like, you know, and you
company kind of told them that shit was nervous, like, you know what I mean? Like, so if that success that that's a reason to be like, oh, they
like I said, I felt that because I had that time. Feel that. Take a lot of time where like it didn't go really well. And just like why I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it. That like work's going really well for me. Now I look up and I'm like, but I don't deserve that. I don't feel like I do. No matter what I have done, I don't feel like I deserve it, and I feel I felt that from and it was a great promo. And tell that guy, go fuck yourself. It's great. Because honestly, like that just seemed very reactionary. Really, but just somebody said some shit. You heard it, and you were just like, hey, go fuck yourself. Get that guy. You know what? I do want to say something about that. About alcohol, about drinks, so like, you guys are mad, but like, this is just a dumb fan. You don't have to. You didn't like. That guy has the right to speak up, even though it's like that guy has the right to say but I was saying, it wasn't like John Moxley.
You shelter beneath God's protection now.
You know how thank you kindly. They spear people that John Moxley's been gone. He sucks. I don't like him. I'll get this guy from the ring. So, you know, it's fine line. Like, I agree. But I do think that there is a kind of like, I think it's some struggling thing. I mean, wrestling fans, you struggle with understanding what they're kind of like. If the people in first promo struggle with realizing that it wasn't, and like the fact that I mean, people end up finding there's never time to see that shit. To still point to John Ross out, you know, they the thing was. It wasn't as like after they sold out radio, I think it was like I was gonna say that was like a 99.7% sold out speed. But they in that moment where Moxley's like, you could hear a pin drop the building. Like everybody was ready to hear he had to say. And so yeah, I think under most circumstances, some guy yelling that kind of shit out, he may stand up. But in that moment where everybody was just silent, ready to hear what Moxley had to say, and this guy just like, I'm used to wrestling fans. I've heard people yell during Nintendo. You know, like shit fun.
The machine is down. Excellently done.
And that said, just happy to have him back. He wrestled in the page last night. He's wrestling sold out crowd. They chipped the Hammerstein Ballroom against Bryan Danielson. This is just like a perfect marriage ring pro wrestling in first moments. He had the steering down with Bryan Danielson after his match last night. Come on, where are you? Sleeping back.
Oh, this is not feel good at all.
Just happy to see Brian out there with his white tee.
Yeah.
The movie just lied to me about
couple of notes. I want to read the last of the super chats and the Humper chats from Humper chats. We got D-Lo Diggs, my bad. That was my hands that made that fart noise, by the way. Everybody wondering.
Wow, no.
Yeah. So anyway, so D-Lo's tuned in late. Hope he's doing well. One love. Muscle Voice says Neutral is not ready for Swerve. I can't wait for him to be on the main event scene because I keep telling people that you have not seen anything yet. I'm telling people after years. Him to eat along with some other brothers and sisters I'm writing about this year. Hamlet says, remember if Cole, multi-time NXT champ, signed back with WWE? We're going to change your name to Ted his hand. The answer is that your name is not selected. story should have told people that this put Adam Cole has there.
Somebody said in the chat, and they were right, he would be losing to Mad Cat Moss right now on SmackDown if he's in WWE.
They changed Diamond Cole's name to T-Bar. Like,
I know, and I've seen people defending it and be like, say that we keep again. This could be Keith Lee. That's gonna be and then it's like 3-2. Yeah.
Check out 0 for 100 of that being the wrestler's idea.
Wow.
The tachyon storms have only gotten worse. The last one jumped us ahead somehow.
Well, look, timelines
I
are
guess me and Thor are gonna try this out.
Destroying the bridge should stabilize it.
Kinda sounds like you're guessing, dude.
Well, I haven't exactly done this before.
so, yeah, I mean, just to put this in perspective, you think that a guy that wrestled by his real name for 16, 17 years would just decide how to do it today?
There were stories that he wasn't trying to build a roster for a lot of reasons, and I'm sure this is one of them.
Alright, last of the super chat, and then I gotta get out of here. Shout out to QT Marshall for being Tyrone Lue, Phillips, Allen Iverson. Brendan says QT's out here, is outdoing the entire WWE PC. I'm not gonna go that far. He said
that's a bit much.
Y'all show is a great listen, even super late here in Taiwan.
Fuck, man.
Taiwan like
Ryan said,
Fuck,
first event, Jade and Jay, the light shine on them and they deliver. I'm now a total Jade Brony mark. Yeah, Jade is definitely a popular one here. King B says the WWE was aware enough to trademark it. I think they straight up underestimated the intelligence of the fans.
They are.
And then also Sean says, two words, vicious sorority. That was another one.
that tweet about have a mental health thing. Make sure to check in with Billy Ray before you go back.
Paige would have never let this Sonya stuff happen.
Shot Kid 29 said, "Whole thing with Walter is par for the course with Just look at this Ray repackage on the same show. Yikes. Says, and all of the stereotypical German names. Gunther. Kurt Page says, Saray as a magical schoolgirl is just insulting. Phil's Daily DDT article on your Apollo gimmick from last year was one of my favorite wrestling pieces of 2021. Lindsay, that's the guy. He got another one out there wrestling games now that are very good.
Yeah. Got a lot of heat for that article. I appreciated people that understood what I was trying to say.
Yeah. Mad King says, John Moxley went from deathmatch wrestler to a top guy in WWE and AEW. I always have respect for him. Unique wrestler, Terry Fox. Love Mox. He's great. And says, in at the buzzer, I guess. I hope you all had a great week. Definitely in the buzzer. And that is the buzzer. And that is it for this edition of Crotch City. Thank you for being with us.
Alright, let's try this again, goddammit. Bro, what the fuck, man? Really? Bro, I just want to run the raid. I just want to run the raid. That's it. Yes, sir. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. This is ridiculous. Okay, I need to run a regular event, the normal shit, because apparently I just can't get to the raid. I'm waiting.
Ever since Monica co-founded AIM, Dr. Banner has feared the amount of gamma radiation research she amassed while they were colleagues. Recently, I've detected residual gamma radiation coming from a remote AIM facility. Dr. Banner would like you to infiltrate the gamma radiation lab and destroy any research you find. Dr. Banner has pre-recorded a message for you, Hulk.
Hey, big guy. If Monica's there, just do the job, okay? Listen to Jarvis and Kamala if they tell you to rein it in. And, thank you. You're stopping what I can't.
The gamma readings are coming from an underground facility not far from your current location.
This is in the heart of AIM territory.
Yes. There will be significant resistance on your path.
Woo! Woo-hoo! There it is. Time to take out those guards.
What the fuck?
It's the Hulk. Don't let him inside.
Abomination was created here?
Unlikely. AIM's holdings were diminutive when Abomination first appeared. It is possible he was enhanced here, however.
Not comforting. Would Monica try to make more Hulks?
It is possible, though the conditions that transform Dr. Banner are rather difficult to replicate in the average laboratory setting. This is the server floor for AIM's Gamma Research program.
Hulk smash.
You got that right.
They're inside. Don't let them get to the servers.
Let's have some fun. Good. I prefer a challenge.
That terminal will give you access to the Gamma laboratory ahead. That did it. Theo, work your magic.
You're safe now.
Research data is housed on several servers to prevent loss during power failures. You will have to destroy them all to prevent further experiments.
Security, what's going on? I'm getting alerts across the board.
I'll handle it, Doctor. All units, stop them!
It appears Dr. Rappaccini is aware of your presence.
I'm done being friendly.
Security, one of the servers has gone dark. What are you doing up there? Monica in the building?
That server has been destroyed.
Hulk. You should have stayed in the desert. The least you could do is look me in the eye while you destroy my work. Give her what she wants.
The elevator has been unlocked. You may proceed down into the facility.
Seems like the big guy doesn't like Monica very much either.
I do not have much data on the shared emotional relationships between Dr. Banner and the Hulk.
Could be he's like a bloodhound who can sense bad people just by smelling them.
I'm not sure he'd appreciate the comparison.
Don't care.
All right, time to find Monica. You really are that gullible, aren't you? Wait, what?
Barricade the door. Protect the research lab.
Why don't you guys take a break?
Okay.
I'm kind of disappointed it's over.
Theta team, kill the Hulk.
Our pleasure, Doctor.
She's such a coward. Knock him down like bowling pins.
It appears this gamma research installation has been rendered inoperable.
Make sure Bruce gets this message. You are going to regret this with every fiber of your being.
Yeah, no. I don't think we will. The Avengers are gonna take you down, Monica. It's only a matter of time.
Hey, big guy. I appreciate the
Alright,
assist
so
on this mission. I know you're not a fan of Code Green, but in order to bring the world back in balance, we need you out in the field. Destroying Monica's gamma research should keep her from creating an army of abominations. But, just in case, I've directed Jarvis to keep an eye out for any more signs of gamma emissions. If she brings another lab online, you'll be there to smash it.
Well, fuck. I know. Is no one matchmaking? Wow. Holy shit. That's like no shit bad.
Listen close.
What in my name was that?
Ooh, straight 1 then 2?
Bunch of some feeling in face. Don't give a feeling about life.
Boys. Streaming that good shit. Hold on. Oh shit. God damn it. Damn it, dude. I can't believe this. We don't need 12 or so, right? That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
People now look, week when it comes to One Piece, arguments about the happen. Arguments on that particularly when this being so so angry. First seems to define the machine. You should know facts, right? A couple days ago, right? There's the people who like One Piece were being critical of it, talking about the series. People simply love everything about One Piece and don't want to such of it all. Things valid, right? You can absolutely love something, just watch it and then move on with your day and not think about it too much. Or you can really love something and love it so much, you want to break down everything about it and then give your thoughts on it. Increasingly, you notice a trend with the community, and I said this multiple times over the 5 years that I've been doing this full time. I've been doing YouTube full time since 2017. I've been making videos since 2014 on the topic of One Piece. You know, there's always the flow of the community, but right now, I feel like tensions higher than they have ever been. I don't know if it's because of Wano country for so long, and people are just ready for this art to be done, but before I even get into that, let me just sort of been enjoying the Wano story. If you watch all my reaction videos or reviews or anything like that, no, I have a lot of things to love in the story. But this is also the only story arc in the history of covering the series in which drop videos at the top. Now, my subscribers might all the subscribers to that modern music chapter. Here, when was that? 2019 or 2018? I just covering One Piece. Well, like 6 on the top. One triple reaction to the last chapters. I did one other one, like sprinkled in there, but most of that time, I was doing Hunter x Hunter stuff. I was doing my Japan vlogs. I was covering other things. I was covering Nintendo. Obviously, there were new deals.
Fuck this.
People who were getting angry at me for disliking the whole Big Mom and Ninja plot points here in Act 2 of 1. Now, looking back at that, because I had reaction to that chapter, people see this thing, I take reaction, and I read spoilers. Do you look at my reaction to my videos? You know it's not true. But because I didn't know that was coming in that chapter, I had a very strong reaction, let's say, to Big Mom. I'm only speaking on the reaction side. I'm not really somebody who does analytical breakdown videos, top 5 reasons why you like this character. No, so I was the one it's not okay. The rates,
Yes, sir. Okay.
How could you like trash? How could you like Frozen? It's trash here. How could you like Nintendo? Those games are for babies. Look, it doesn't matter what people say to me. You're gonna like those things. People get runs ugly, really get a Pokemon. Lincoln still always thinking my favorite Pokemon. It doesn't happen in fiction like hysterical. I just finished all Naruto. I didn't have a lot of issues with Sakura. You know what I mean? It's like people are totally entitled to their opinions, and it doesn't bother me personally when other people criticize the thing that I love. It's genuinely love that. So much that it doesn't matter. See, critical. Like, don't do it to yourself. You're literally only hurting yourself by engaging with and following yourself. Completely like that creator. Be critical and share their honest opinions, because that's what people are looking for. Again, it's not the case with every content. Right? My content is different from techniques, it's different from language, it's different from mornings, it's different from brand lines, it's different from all heroes. We all have our own little niche, right? I think it's people who engage with a certain need, find themselves in conflict, contact with the modern on Twitter. There's no reason. Some people are just like so many people calling Moorish. You're just Peter, bro. You hate One Piece. No. Have you followed Morgan's content over the course of how many years he's been making it? Like, obviously he loves the series. He wouldn't be talking about this if he didn't love it. Dritz is another great example, right? Dritz did that 3-hour-long video about the problems and these people were getting so angry with Dritz. But again, I think people were getting angry with the way that Dritz were winning in the same way that people got angry with him. On a Jesus chapter. If you spend this, truly, you're the worst kind of One Piece fan. This is I blame some. You know what? People just enjoy the series for what it is. It's really fine. There's plenty of people out there who make the kind of content. Obviously, it's when their opinions no longer align with their own, right? I think this great example. Somebody quote tweeted this, and then I quote tweeted it, and I felt really bad about this. Towards this person at all, but this person tweeted at me and said, "Look, what do you think this is your job and responsibility as a content creator?" This is where he's talking about those federal ones.
Welcome to our little remote.
All right, Hank, we're inside. Everything up and running?
Oh, you're in for a treat. See you in a bit.
This isn't right up from voters into the same type of anxiety and action that all of us right? Guys, the way that I responded to this was that, let me go on that action real quick.
Hey guys, just passing through.
That's what. Generalizations be direct.
Gotta get some distance.
Popular videos the last
has arrived.
Regularly, or the things we talk about. Especially reactions, really see which streams, right? 1v1 seconds. Most viewed content is no longer weekly One Piece reactions and reviews.
Way better than having to do it myself.
Simply, mindfully, off things. Off or theory kind of content. After I did the way One Piece stuff in 2019, I realized people just choices. That's the point where it's fun for me to start my kids and over that stuff. Now, what is that shit? Talking to you. The way you hear me using the way you hear this much, plus we are reaching everyone. I think there's a lot more criticism, I think, than normal. The majority of One Piece fans, these YouTubers and all those other platforms, just want to enjoy the chapters of the car. It's why what is succeeding right now on YouTube. Great video about this just speak on Marcus chat. Talk about the marketing, visual there. There's a lot of information and a lot of things talking about the past and a lot of like good or some ways and bad. The kind of stuff like there's people pushing this trying to open it one door, they're not going this week and not theorizing about what's people at least in Wano country, and I kind of felt like that's what we wanted. If you were crazy, the series for one it's going to be fun. Just in the same way, people who are critical of the series, it's mindful. People aren't critical of it. People who are critical of it, being mindful of the things. People are entitled to their opinions. And we all people who enjoy One Piece, please.
Gotta get some distance.
You've defeated this contingent. I expect they won't be the last.
5 more years, some people consider the other. The first stream, I brought from the after years of cities.
Jesus.
Aim squad dead ahead.
Is that people have different
Scientist. Hero sucks.
I struggled with early on in my career. And right?
Well done. Keep going.
Off all the way or whatever. No, they were talking about it and already ended. These other person.
I've located captive Inhumans. They're being kept in portable cells. You'll have to break them out.
Oh, no. You gotta reload that checkpoint, bro.
They
I can't
split
grab
up the
shit.
prisoners. Something about a security breach.
Let's get this cell open. Whatever Monica has planned for these prisoners, it can't be good. Jarvis, give me Theo.
Kate?
There we go. Alright.
They've split up the prisoners. Something about a security breach.
Let's get this cell open. Whatever Monica has planned for these prisoners, it can't be good. Jarvis, give me Theo.
Kate? Wait a minute. You were talking to Pim on the other line.
Yeah, I'll explain later. Much later. And, don't tell Pim I called you. We just need to get these prisoners to safety.
A bigger convoy lies up ahead. Follow the ridge and you'll reach it.
Now it's the party.
There they are. You'll need to destroy the locking mechanisms to open the cells.
We'll win this fight yet.
Gonna need a hand.
Oh, shit.
You're the best.
Cannot get free. They have dropped me somehow.
Fuck.
Deliver me.
Please.
Or delivered.
I totally had it covered. Totally.
Some help! I'm stuck!
doctor, but you're in no position to be picky.
My thanks.
Little help here?
Bro, Jesus.
Get me back in the fight!
Help me. Help. Help, please.
I am here to help.
Still unconquered thanks to you.
Shelter beneath the god's protection now.
They will not prevail!
Thanks for the pick-me-up.
This is not getting us anywhere. My suit can only do so much.
Doors down. How'd that even happen?
God damn it.
You will be fine. I am unable to move. I am down.
Okay.
The enemy has
There's so much I can do.
Salvation has arrived.
How alive is
I got your back, Avengers. Take cover.
Doors down. How'd that even happen?
Let the Avengers draw their fire.
Join us!
Bless you.
This one's for the resistance.
Oh. Come on. Oh. Oh. I wonder.
The resistance will always win.
I appreciate the help. Doors down. How'd that even happen?
No what?
Avengers, I said.
Fuck it.
There they are. You'll need to destroy the locking mechanisms to open the cell.
We don't.
You're up, Theo. I'm on it. Hey, Mazel!
I'm here. Particle cannon ready. Take cover.
Help me so I can end them!
I feel like a truck hit me.
Yes, we've got him on the rope.
Okay, that's going to leave a bruise.
Whatever you ask of me, it shall be done.
Or delivered.
Light out. Over here.
Yeah, I can't. These guys are not solid enough. Oh, yeah, I think we're gonna end it there. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Guys, stay gold.